Welcome to the Switch Clicks Podcast, episode 94, recorded on July 26th, 2022. In this episode, we'll be discussing our thoughts on the next Avengers movie, the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, as they were just announced at Comic-Con. Recently, we got a ridiculous number of Marvel-related news, and that's too much, as I don't think it would make a good podcast episode. 20 minutes in, we're like, okay, guys, what about Black Panther? What are our thoughts on that one? It would not be... It'd be a very long video. So I think the most interesting stuff that they made there was the movie set like way off in the future. I think, was it 2025 or 2026? Way in the future. They have a plan for Avengers the Kang Dynasty, followed up by a little bit later, Avengers Secret Wars. So
very big comic book arc.
And
yeah, they both are.
Yeah.
To a lot of people's surprise, the Russos are not a part of it.
And also the two movies are releasing within the same year.
For those who don't know, the Russos are the directors of Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Captain America: Civil War, Avengers: Infinity War, and Avengers: Endgame.
Yep.
Oh wow!
They did really well with those movies. So.
They did a good job.
Masterful job.
If you don't recognize their names, honestly, you're just living under a rock.
I mean, they also directed The Extraction and The Gray Man, which I've heard both of them are kind of
everyone's favorite movies. I'm the Gray Stan, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, we know one of the replacement directors.
The Kang Dynasty will be directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, which did Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. Whatever, it's another Xeno
is going to burst into your head.
Another Xeno situation. Just remember his North American, or his English name is Sean, so that'll help you out. They literally acknowledged it in the movie too.
Anyways, I'm pretty excited that he's directing it because he did really good camera work and he really used the CGI to his advantage, especially with some of the
Shang-Chi are not the directing.
Yeah.
Pretty much
my problem with Shang-Chi is one reason: not enough Tony Leung. All right, not enough Tony Leung.
Fair enough. That makes sense. The only problems I have with Shang-Chi are like some of the writing choices near the end.
That's not the writers for sure.
That was the writer, not him. I was scrolling through Twitter this morning and I saw a dumb meme where someone was like, "I wonder what's going to happen in the Kang Dynasty," and then people that have played Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, and they're just rubbing their hands together menacingly. Because in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, if you haven't played it, Kang is the main villain, and he just, I don't know, I think he combines a bunch of worlds into one Giga world, which could be kind of cool.
Which is kind of what Secret Wars already does.
That's true.
Yeah.
That would be kind of funny if Marvel copies the Lego games plot.
That's the thing though, like there are different types of Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty arcs, based on what you look at. What's your experience with Kang Dynasty?
Me? Nothing. Yeah, I just looked it up, found out what it is. It's a very basic story, huh?
Yeah.
Just Kang shows up and is like, I'm evil. Time to take over the world.
Or it's just his power set that is mainly.
Oh my god! Oh my! Whoa! I can't believe it. It's Skeletor.
I don't think any of us actually had experience outside of, I guess,
I have a little bit of experience. If you guys remember the Avengers animated show,
which
from
one?
It was a 2D animated one, but not the newer one. I don't know what year it was.
There's like Marvel's Avengers, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and Avengers United They Stand.
Pretty sure it was Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
But everyone remembers the...
They had the Kang Dynasty in there?
They had him... Yeah, it was Earth's Mightiest Heroes. They have him as a villain for maybe an arc of the show.
I do remember that.
But it was actually really cool.
Yeah.
It was like he had to come back in time from the future to kill Captain America, because if Captain America lived, the apocalypse would happen. Now, that's not going to be the same story, of course. But I think what's going to be kind of cool about Kang is that if he dies, another one can just replace him almost.
That is very true, yes.
So you have to figure out where to, I guess, cut the plant at its roots.
Hey, maybe that's what Secret Wars is going to be about. They kill Kang at the end of Kang Dynasty, and then the Beyonder comes in because there are too many Kangs trying to take over.
with Kang, I kind of doubt they're gonna bring in the Beyonder. If I had to imagine, they'll probably just fold the Beyonder into Kang. So at the end of Kang Dynasty, maybe Doctor Doom will kill Kang or something, because Fantastic Four is before then.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom kills Kang and gets. That's essentially what the Secret Wars run is. Doctor Doom rewrites the world to how he wants, and then they have to stop him. So I'd imagine that is probably what they'll do, but who knows?
It is possible.
Yeah, there's a few ways they can go at it. I think they're gonna do some kind of, I wouldn't call it retconning, but this is what I have in my head, where in Loki, at the end of Loki, the multiverse shattered. So now we have the multiverse, technically. Mm-hmm. And I think they're gonna, at the end of Kang Dynasty, they're gonna kill Kang and then reveal, oh, guess what? He's not actually dead. It's just, and then another Kang replaces him, just to show you the power set.
Yeah, they're also just gonna passionately make out each other.
Yeah, that is what happens.
And then somehow we get to and then somehow we get to Secret Wars, and then they somehow stop Kang, and we just get back to the point where Kang and the TVA existed. It was almost like its own bubble.
I do imagine.
And then from that point, we don't have the multiverse.
Yeah, once again. Itself again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, they passionately make out.
That is how it ends. I'd imagine that's probably how it will end.
We'll just have one Kang again.
I'm imagining something
and Loki
similar
season 2
to that.
Will be completely useless.
I'm still really, I really do imagine that they're probably going to do something with Doctor Doom, just because Secret Wars is like a very Doctor Doom centric story.
It's goddamn Doctor Doom. You have to use him, all right. It's the Doctor Doom, best Marvel villain, if a villain at all. Best Marvel character, all right.
Going off of the very first Secret Wars isn't Doctor Doom, but I'm pretty sure I heard someone say maybe
1990s.
Internet's lying to me. More that
the most recent run.
Yeah, they're maybe doing the most current Secret Wars.
Actually, the 1990s Secret Wars had Doctor Doom in it.
The Battle World one?
No, it's the 1990s Spider-Man cartoon that had a crossover with pretty much every Marvel cartoon. Yeah, that one had
like the OG Secret Wars. It had Doctor Doom in it, but it wasn't super Doctor Doom focused. I think like the second Secret Wars and the third Secret Wars are more Doctor Doom focused. But if they do that, I'd imagine Kang Dynasty, something might happen where, if it's like comic books, maybe Doctor Doom absorbs the multiverse to become uber powerful. There's only one world, and by the time they beat Doctor Doom, something happens to where it kind of puts them all in one world, and there's only that one universe now, where kind of the greatest hits of all the other universes are kind of merged together, and it would essentially be Crisis on Infinite Earths, but for Marvel.
I think that's getting too confusing, and I also don't want Doctor Doom yet, because if you're hyping up Kang for nearly 3-4 years now, maybe a little bit 5 at that point,
true.
And then you're just gonna throw him away in the second movie to not introduce, but just replace him with another character that almost does the same thing. Yes, he's super smart, but
I'd imagine it'd kind of be like the Last Jedi, where they also the villain just to kill him off.
But that was just because of creative dispute.
I mean, we are getting 2 different directors.
It was still a baller play, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, but like
I think it'd be a surprise, because Kang doesn't only have to. Kang will be in Quantum Mania and probably doing stuff afterwards to still build up that he's a threat. He'll still have things to do, and then he has a whole movie where he's the villain. And I think if it ends with the bigger villain killing him, it's like a shock. It's like, what? And then they have to deal with this.
I think you need a bigger shock than Doctor Doom, because you're going to have maybe one movie with him. We don't even know if he's going to be in Fantastic Four.
They don't have to. He'll probably be at the end, I'd imagine. He'll be at least talked about in Fantastic Four. But also, Secret Wars doesn't have to be they kill Doctor Doom. They just stop him. He still can be out there doing stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just weird to do Secret Wars without touching Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Because
you can't really do Doctor Doom well, do Secret Wars without Doctor Doom, really.
Take a shot every time we say Doctor Doom.
See, the thing with Secret Wars, though, I felt like it was going to come in like decades, not like Phase 6 and Phase 5. Like, especially with the amount of possibilities that Secret Wars could introduce. I know, like, you could pretty much bring back any character at that point if it was the.
My biggest worry with Secret Wars would just be a cameo for like 20% of the movie. So every like 20 minutes, you're just pointing at the screen and going, "I know them from the last one."
Well, obviously, it's not. It's gonna be difficult for people to just go, "Oh, just watch the movie," right? You need as many throwaway cameos, all right? Oh my god, I know
the last time they did throwaway cameos that did not end well, right?
Yeah, I think Kevin Feige is going to learn from that lesson.
Wait, which lesson? What are we talking about?
Multiverse.
Your favorite movie. Your favorite movie.
Okay, no, that's good. That's good. That's bringing in beloved characters for everyone to point at the screen and then brutally murdering them. That's hilarious and good.
Okay. Well, the only reason it was fine, the only reason they only got away with it is because they're the multiversal versions of them. They're not.
Yeah.
Earth
so it doesn't matter.
99999. I don't know what you. I don't want to.
They're making that movie is making fun of the pointing at the screen, going, "I know that guy." So I'm hoping that Marvel doesn't do that, because then it'd be weird to have a movie making fun of you and then doing it unironically.
It'd be overkill if they did it again.
Also, I think bringing back like the Fox X-Men or something has like no weight anymore. It's like, oh, again?
They had Force Stick.
I think they're gonna save the X-Men for maybe the next saga. They could call it the Mutant Saga
or X Factor.
Yeah, I imagine the mutants will probably show up.
The mutants.
Phase 7.
What would be kind of cool, and this is just a marketing ploy, but it's like, oh, the X Saga, and it spans 4 phases, and it goes all the way to Phase 10, and they're gonna call it Phase X.
Oh my gosh. They're gonna do that. They're gonna do that.
Yes, I don't doubt it. It's cheesy enough that they will do it.
Well, here's the thing. Kevin Feige, I think an interviewer asked Kevin Feige, "Are you gonna wait till Phase X for the X-Men?" And Kevin Feige, in his
smug
way, he said, "You're gonna wait that long for it? I think we can do it sooner." So we're gonna see them maybe in 7. I think.
I'd imagine if the last movie ends with them like rewriting the universe or the world or something like that, that's a pretty easy way to be like, "Oops, we accidentally made mutants at the same time."
Yeah. Like the other universe that they're fighting in Secret Wars has mutants or something like that. Oh, we fused them.
And if they do a Crisis on Infinite Earths where you just combine all the multiverses into one universe, then that's an easy way to be like, also mutants exist now.
I do have some insight on the Kang Dynasty specifically. I'm pretty sure the original story is a very long run for some reason.
It's huge. I clicked on the Wikipedia article hoping to be like, okay, I get this. And then the plot summary is like massive.
But like it has, and it follows 2 teams of the Avengers, one on Earth and one in space, which could be exactly what they're trying to do with this movie. It might not be a part 1, part 2. It might just be that they happen at the exact same time, and they finish it, and they could be fighting different Kangs.
I mean, that's considering how Phase 4 is currently structured. Like, you can definitely see there's like 2 different arcs going on at the same time. You have the multiverse stuff, but then you have stuff like the what do you call it?
The Hulk.
Hulk.
The more grounded ones.
Yeah, basically the more grounded ones, and maybe Thunderbolts as well.
Yeah, we don't know what they're going to be on.
Like, that's the thing. Like, it's already clear that they're going to have at least 2 separate teams on the ground. Like, 2 separate teams, one in space. Like, Nick Fury leading the space one. I don't know, Valentina. Oh, yeah.
Who knows? I feel like they're going to kill Nick Fury off soon. It's true. They've tried to kill him.
They've done that like 4 times.
4 times.
Okay, I can't say that word.
But other than that, I'm pretty hyped. I thought it's definitely coming sooner than I thought.
Yes. Like, I did not expect, especially Secret Wars, I did not expect it to come this soon.
Yeah, it's about a 7-year gap.
Both of them, and I'm also just a huge shill, so I'm excited for both of them. Though I think it will be Secret Wars is like such a big name, so I hope
Yeah.
they do it justice. And
Yeah,
they
like
have with almost all the Avengers movies have been like justified. So hopefully it's good, but I don't know. It feels like there's so much writing here, and you have what feels like a lot, like not much time to set it up.
Yeah, virtually of 3 years.
Yeah.
That's insanely short.
Who do we want to direct the second one?
I'd probably say the same.
It's hard to say.
Just for consistency. Yeah,
yeah,
same guy.
that makes
Because
sense. If
for the
it's like
sake,
a similar movie,
like I wasn't really entirely happy when what we saw with WandaVision, No Way Home, and Multiverse of Madness, and how that unfolded. Having three
Yeah.
different having multiple
It's
different
true.
directions
all
in
three
a
of them should have been Sam
tiny
Raimi.
I mean,
Yes and no.
maybe.
Hot take.
I'm
Like Raimi
I'm
would have.
making a joke. I'm a
I'm
Sam
confident.
Raimi show.
I'm confident that Raimi would have done better with Spider-Man than he did with Doctor Strange.
I'm so
But,
mad at you. I'm so mad at you right now.
I'm serious. I'm serious. He's done Spider-Man so well. I think that's where he should stay.
Just pray they don't
be
hire the
surrendering.
Loki and Multiverse of Madness
Yes,
writer.
please don't hire the Loki writer.
He's complete garbage.
Anyway,
He's
I think the director for the last Avengers movie should probably be. It could be the same guy, but I wouldn't be mad if it's someone like. Is it the Duffer Brothers? They did Stranger Things. They could be cool. Or
So the problem with the Duffer Brothers is they have a lot on their plate right now because they're
That's
doing,
true.
I think, the Stranger Things 5, and that'll probably be coming out around the same time. They're doing the Stranger Things spinoff, which I think was still confirmed. They're doing a Death Note live-action remake for Netflix, and I think another independent thing.
Basically,
So they are way too busy to do Avengers.
They're just fully booked.
If they're going to do Avengers, I want them to do maybe in the vein of Blade, but not Blade itself, like kind of in the same area as that, because they do horror really well. And I also think for the different directors, I think for the two movies, it has to have different directors. I think they're going to try to schedule the filming of both movies very, very close to each other, near on top of each other, I have to assume, to get better scheduling for each of the actors.
And better consistency.
Yeah. Now, if they are going the direction of two different teams, they can definitely do like two different styles of the movie. Try to keep the Marvel, formula a bit. But if they do it one after the other, having two different directors is a little bit weird. We saw how that worked with Star Wars.
Oh, we do. Nobody wants to go through that again. Does anyone here care enough about music, though? The soundtracks?
Oh, yeah.
Anyone picky enough?
I have to be picky, all right? If it isn't good, then how am I supposed to enjoy it?
Would it be Alan Silvestri again?
Why change it? They did
Danny
well.
They brought in Danny Elfman for Age of Ultron, and I honestly, that was honestly one of his better soundtracks, to be honest.
That's true. I like when they use, of course, fan service, and they use all the different themes per character. It just makes it feel so hyped that you recognize it. Like Endgame was amazing. The fan service was perfect.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Like honestly, I have a feeling it could be Alan again.
Yeah,
there's no one else. Yeah, it'd be weird if they don't. But there's always. I don't want to say Danny Elfman though, because he had a pretty garbage soundtrack in Multiverse Madness.
I don't think they gave him enough to work with though in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hired Danny Elfman and they made a music fighting scene and they didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's our discussion.
Thank you for joining us and discussing our thoughts on the next Avengers movie, The Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. We would love it if you could follow us on Twitter and listen to future episodes on Spotify and iTunes. Join our community Discord server to continue today's discussion, and we'll see you next time on the Switch Clicks podcast.